Just because something is working does not mean you should keep throwing money at it. This is one of the biggest mistakes I see contractors and local service businesses make with paid advertising. They're spending $3,000, $5,000, sometimes $10,000 a month on paid ads. It's working, leads are coming in, revenue looks good, and the next thought is always the same thing. Let's double down until it breaks. The problem is sometimes it does break. And when it does, people blame the ads instead of understanding what actually happened. So I want to set the context here. We talk to contractors every single day. Some are spending way too little on ads, some are spending way too much, and some are actually spending the right amount. But one pattern shows up constantly. People assume that if they're spending $5,000 a month right now on Google Pay per click or Facebook ads or whatever the platform, then at $10,000 a month, it should work even better and in fact double the lead flow or make something else miraculous happen. That's just not a reality. And that assumption is wrong more often than people actually want to admit. There's a core problem here, and that is that the reality for contractors and local service businesses are not selling a product to the entire internet. You are selling a service to a finite local market. That means demand is capped and limited. There are only so many homeowners or businesses in your service area. Only so many people who need a roof, HVAC repair, plumbing, or remodeling right now. Paid advertising does not create this unlimited demand that so many people think it does. It captures existing demand. So there is a myth out there on scaling, and this is where psychology kicks in. When ads are working, people get super confident. Then they get aggressive. Then they get emotional. If I spend more, I'll make more. They think, let's go dominate the market. Let's outspend everyone. But what actually happens is this. As you scale spend too fast, you start buying worse traffic. You move from high intent searches to lower intent searches. From ready to buy homeowners to people that are just browsing anybody and everybody that potentially owns a home or maybe even rents, not your ideal clients. What then happens is your cost per lead goes up, your close rate goes down, and then your ROI stops slipping. And suddenly the same ads that worked are now not working, and you don't think this makes sense anymore. So why this happens on both Google and Facebook, I don't care if we're talking about Google ads, if we're talking about local service ads and Google Guaranteed or Facebook, the platforms themselves all work the exact same way. The more you spend, the deeper you dig into their audience pool. Eventually you hit a point where demand flattens, competition increases, costs rise faster than revenue, and that point is different for every contractor, for every market, and for every service. So $10,000 a month in one industry and one market may not be enough, and in another market, it could be way too much. So the baseline problem is what we're going to talk about right now. And it's the mistake that we see constantly. People want to scale before they have a real baseline. They don't know their true cost per appointment booked, their close rate down to the service that they offer, their actual profitability on a job, their capacity to handle more work. So instead of optimizing and getting to that baseline, they want to, as quickly as possible, just spend more. But more spend does not fix what we just talked about. It does not fix broken follow-up. More spend does not fix missed calls. More spend does not fix poor sales processes. It just makes the cracks more expensive. So I want to talk about a reality check for contractors and local service businesses. If you are spending and making great money at $5,000 a month in ad spend, that does not guarantee that you will make that same ROI at $10,000 a month in ad spend. Now, I know a lot of marketers talk about, hey, if you double down your budget, you're going to get the same ROAS. Or if you double down your budget, you're actually going to see a decrease in overall cost per lead. Like the numbers are going to look better. We've seen it in real estate investment in wholesaling and in contracting, two of the main industries that we focus in, where we've taken people down from $10,000 a month in spend down to $4,000 or $5,000 a month in spend, and actually increase the amount of leads, decrease the cost per conversion, and significantly increased the amount of return on investment because it didn't make sense for them to spend what they were spending. And so with the mindset of just double down and the results are going to get better, many times the opposite ends up happening. The goal is not to break the ads. The goal is to lock in a profitable baseline, optimize conversion and follow-up, understand the true demand limits of what's happening in the marketplace, and then scale slowly and intentionally so that it makes sense for your business. That's how real growth happens with marketing and advertising. So there is a smart way to scale all of this stuff. The smartest contractors we work with, they do this. They ask, can we handle more volume operationally? So they're looking internally first. Are we already answering the phone consistently and correctly? Are we closing what we already have? A lot of people are like, hey, I need more leads, but you have a pipeline that's super hot right now, and they didn't close immediately in one appointment, and you want to go chase everything else. They ask themselves, are we maximizing lifetime value first? An existing customer base, are we tapping into all those things before spending more money on paid ads? Only then do they increase ad spend. Scaling ads without fixing the business underneath is how people burn money and lose confidence in marketing. So in closing, spending more on paid advertising is not always the answer. Sometimes the answer is better systems. Sometimes it's better tracking with the ads. Sometimes it's better sales and follow-ups. Paid ads are a lever inside of your marketing system. But if you pull that lever too hard, too fast, without understanding demand, it's going to snap back. And when it does, people blame marketing instead of the strategy. If you're a contractor thinking about scaling ads, make sure you're scaling your business with it. And reach out to us and schedule a call at buildauthority.com if you want an extra set of eyes or to talk through your marketing strategy, whether it's paid or organic, in 2026 and beyond. If this hits home, hit subscribe if you haven't done so already. We consistently break down real marketing, real numbers, and real mistakes that we see contractors and service-based businesses make every single day, so you don't have to learn them the hard way. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.